So hello guys. So in this lecture we're gonna see about your if condition. Okay. So if condition is a type of condition statement. Okay, that we use. Okay. So we have two things. One is if and another one is else. Okay. So we're gonna see why we need if else. Okay, and how to declare them in your embedded C. Okay. So let's start. So first is your introduction of your if and else statement. Okay. So this we apply if we have two or more statements. Okay, two or more statements. Okay, with a rule. Okay, with a rule. Okay, say for this case. Okay, so we have two conditions. Okay, when a number is greater than 20, less than 20. Okay, so here when it's greater than 20, I have a condition say A, and if it is less than 20, less than 20 means it have A, and greater than 20 if I have B, right? So true or false, right? So for these conditions I will use my if and else statement. Okay, so now I just show you, we just show in STM32 so how this works. Okay, so before that we just see what are the rules. Okay, so first is that we just need to avoid using single line. So what this means, I just show you. So here in the STM32 you can see, so this is a previous one. Okay, so for this one I wanna remove this all. Okay, let me remove all. Okay, so I just start with the if else. Okay, so first rule is that you should not put it in the single line, which means so here in the int main. Okay, say axial z equal to 400. Okay, just going int. Okay, then if I just put a simple if axial z is greater than 800. Okay, I should not put like this, say printf greater than 400. Should not put printf mostly level greater than, like that, any statement. Okay, so this should not be done without any brackets. Okay, even though say without you can say if, and you need your brackets. Okay, so I need the brackets to cover your if else. Okay, and I need a comma. Okay, if I remove the brackets, okay, so it won't show the error, but it's better you try to avoid this. Okay, try to avoid, even though it's a single line. Okay, it's better to use a flower bracket. Okay, so this is for your case. Okay, so that you know which is your if statement boundary. Okay, so that is your first rule. So second rule is that for checking multiple conditions, enclose condition with parenthesis. Okay, so conditions means if under this thing, right? So that is your condition. Okay, and if it's satisfied, the output it gives, that is your statement. Okay, so here I just go here, I just give you an example. So same thing, I just put two cases. Okay, say if let me just put another thing in vertical speed. I should put caps, right? Vertical speed equal to 13. Okay, I'm just putting another variable. So here if I just put and vertical speed is say less than 13. Okay, so here there are two conditions. So for the what I need to do, I need to cover separate brackets to each conditions. Okay, separate parentheses to close these conditions. Okay, so that he can able to know, okay, that this is mine, this is mine, and this is the boolean part. And or, okay, so for and we use double symbol this one, and for or we use this one. Okay, so for and means this both conditions should be true, then only it will print. If not, it won't, it will consider as false. Okay, so that is your second rule. And your third rule is that when comparing to a variable, okay, when I compare to a variable with a constant, put the constant on the left hand side. Okay, so this is what we did. Okay, say should always put your constant in the, wait, so here what I did, okay, so if you are comparing, okay, so here what we need to do, so here if instead of that, okay, I'm just putting different one, okay, int and int and that is all thing, okay, if I'm going to put a case, that is I want to check if axle is equal to 400, then this condition should be true. So for that, what generally we do, we just put axle is equal to 400, like that we put. But instead of that, you can put 400 equal to axle. Okay, so this is why, because if I miss this, say if I just miss this one, okay, and try to run this, so you can see the value required at an errand operation assignment, so it will throw an error. Okay, so this will throw an error so that the user can know, okay, this is a mistake. Okay, if you put it in the opposite side, say if I just put it in the same opposite side, let's see, x is equal to 400. Okay, let me do this side and let me run it and let's see. Okay, so here you can see it shows warning, okay, not a error. So this printf, okay, it's printf, that is different. Okay, so this shows warning, so it throws a warning instead of an error. Okay, so it will compile but it will throw a warning. So as a coder we generally ignore warnings, right? So it's better when we are comparing with a constant. Okay, it's better to put the constant in the left hand side. Okay, okay, then okay, now that we know the rules, let's look into some examples. Okay, so let me just use one example. So I just put the normal if else. Okay, now so I enter a number and I just ask the user to enter a number, enter the number. Okay, now this is print. I just use a scanf. Okay, scanf to scan this number, percentage d, okay, comma number. Okay, so now the user will enter a number. So if a number is greater than 10, okay, then you need to put what, even is a single line, printf the number. So percentage d is a negative number, then negative number, next line. Okay, now I just need to put the number. Okay, if not, I don't put a negative number, is a number less than 10, less than 10. Okay, now let's do the next one. Just put here print. Okay, print it should be greater than 10, greater than 10. Okay, done. So let me just run it. Let's see. Okay, I just go to the user. Okay, let me just go to compile. Okay, so let's enter the number 10. Wait. Yeah, I think yeah, here you need to put a return. This int, right? So we need to put a return. You just close it, run it. Okay, now I just check. Okay, I think I just made a syntax thing. Let's check now. Yeah. Okay, so just taking the address, okay? So when I enter, it will take the address of it, okay, the value of it, okay? So now I just run it. Let me put 10 here. Let me put the 10. Wait, wait. Get character. Okay, so the thing is that when we put the scans of itself, it will just take the first condition will be satisfied. Okay, thing is that when I put the scan of part, when I enter the part, then it just gets the character. It will take this. This will also satisfy this part. Okay, it means if I give it any character, till that time it should open that compiler window. Okay, so I'm just putting another get character. Okay, so that after I enter the character, again it should wait my press enter button. Okay, so I can able to see the print and all. Okay, so I just okay, now it should come. Okay, so here the 3, let's see, 3 is less than 10. Wait, okay, so I just put if else, just put, let me put an else. Okay, yeah, so you should not miss. Let me put an L. Yeah, okay. So what we did, we just missed the first rule. Okay. So even if it was a single line, you need to put it in the brackets. Okay. So we don't get this logical loop and all. Okay. Now you can see we get the correct output. Okay. So this is for a single statement. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Print uh, else if. Okay. Now we're gonna put more than one statement. Okay. Say else if the number is less than 3. Okay. Okay, if condition 1, else if condition 2. Okay, then I just put a statement. Okay, if printf, then else if the number is greater than 3, then let's put 3 less than, number is less than 3. Then let me just go another else if number is less than 2, and else Just put it should be greater than, yeah, so 2 greater than 10. Okay. Okay, so here it should be else if, okay, to be else if. So now if the number is less than 10, then if number is less than 3, so it is less than, it's between, number is between 3 and 3 and 10, okay, and number is between 2 and 10, like that. Okay, so I'm just putting just a sample thing. Okay, so now after this, let me just run it. Okay, so now I'm just run the compiler. Okay, so just put say 1. So it shows the first condition because it is satisfied the first condition. Okay, what happens here? So the compiler starts from the beginning. So it just starts line by line, right? So what you need to do, you just need to maintain it order wise. Okay, so here my first condition should be this one. Okay, so this should be my first condition. Okay, or I just put this one at the top, this one the next. Okay, and this one should be then the last one. Okay, so this is if, else if this goes out. Okay, okay, so first it will check what, it will check whether number is less than 2, and if it is more than 2 it will check if it is less than 3, and if it is more than 3 it will check if it is less than 10. Okay, like that it will check order wise. Okay, so now if I run it, I will get the logically correct, okay, answer. Wait, close this. Okay, yeah, so now you can see, so if I put 1, it is between 2 and 10. Okay, so this is your if else if statements. Okay, then next is that we will see about your nested if. Okay, so nested if is when under the if statement itself I put if else if else if else. Okay, so I just move this. Okay, okay, and let me just put a new one. Okay, okay, so we're gonna write the logic first. So if the number is less than 10, next, first it will check whether the number is less than 10. Then next it will check whether the number is less than 3. Number is less than 3. Okay. Okay. Then it will check if the number is less than 2. Less than 2. Number is less than 2. It will check. If it is there, it will just printf percentage d is less than 2. Okay, x line comma num. Okay, so if it is else, okay, then else it should be between 3 and this one. Give a comma, bracket, copy this. Okay, copy this, paste it here. So it should be less than, it should be greater than 2, greater than 2, less than 3. Okay, okay, less than 3. Then now Next is that again else for this bigger one. Okay, else. Okay, so it is greater than. So this is for if. Okay, if so it should be let me just first enter it. Okay, so it should be greater than 3, less than 10, right? Okay, then this is for your third one, this if, right? So this if, put it. Okay, this if, then next is that I'm gonna put another else. So this else is for the last one. Okay, so it is greater than 10. D is greater than 10. Okay, so what we have, a syntax error. Okay, let me just check. So first bracket for this if, then next if, this bracket. Okay, and under this we have this bracket. Okay, then this else has a bracket greater than 2, then yeah, number if this statement, else statement, then I need to close. Okay, close this if, right? So this is under this if. You got my point? So this, see, so this if, this total if comes, totally covers this one, and that else is for this one. Then this if should cover till here. So this is this if, then its else is here. Then this if should cover this one, its else is here. Okay, so that is your this one. And next is that, okay, so this I just remove it. Okay, so this is your int. Okay, now all clear, run it. Let's check. Now I'm gonna put a number, say 6. 6 is greater than 3, less than 10. Okay, so this is all about your if else statements. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. Okay, so we covered what is if else. Okay, different types of if else. Okay, normal if else, if, else if, okay, and else. Then we have nested if else. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you.